No regrets in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. It is Tuesday, and we're used to seeing Chef Robert Saliza from City Dock Restaurant. Josh Haw is here. Chef Robert is not here with us this morning, but you're here with some great ways to make for entertaining.
That's right. We're going to keep it easy today. No cooking, and everything's cold, and we got some great beverages to feature today.
You knew I would be here in the kitchen, right?
That's right.
But that was the key, is you're talking easy and things that you can prepare perhaps the night before, hours before guests arrive, so that your guests think that you've been cooking all day long.
Exactly, and that's the key. That's the smoke and mirrors you want to have.
Yeah.
Is really to be able to showcase something that looks so fabulous that you really did earlier, and that people are just going to be blown away by.
Very good.
And
so what are we making first?
Today we're going to start with a crab martini, actually, and we're going to use jumbo lump crab. Chef's talked about it before on the show. And what makes jumbo lump crab special is the size of the lump.
Look at that,
As you
it's
can
huge.
see, gorgeous big pieces of crab. I prefer Blue Star, which you can find at most grocery stores. This is the pack you'll actually find in most grocery stores.
Oh, right there, okay. That's nice that you showed the package, because, I mean, some people are not really sure what they're looking for, but that's what you want.
That's right. That's actually a 16-ounce package. We did put the recipe online today on the show, and so we're going to double the recipe. And
I know
you're
we have
going
a
to
lot
help
of
me
folks
out
in
today.
the audience. All right, I'm going to help you if I can.
So why don't you take half of that crab, put it in your bowl.
Uh-huh.
I'll do the same over here.
Oh, so you're going to make two
That's right.
for the people, again, in our audience, and who want to try this out. I should mention that you are a food and beverage director over at City Dock, so of course it looks like we're entertaining really well here today this
That's
morning.
right. Well, it's nice to have a lot of options for your guests.
Yeah.
So when I entertain at home, I always like to have cocktails, wine, and beer available, and of course soft drinks too for those who have to either drive or take it easy.
Nice to have options.
We also have onion today, so you're going to take about half of that.
Half of that. Don't take it all, because you're
That's
using
right, I
half,
need
right?
some too.
Okay.
Finely diced onion. Red onion's the best. Got some finely diced celery here too.
Just half?
Yep.
Okay. Very, very good.
And then the red pepper. But today I actually mixed in some green pepper too for some color.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And
Keep it
you
nice and
are not a
festive.
chef, but I know that you dabble in cooking quite a bit. You and your
I
lovely
do.
wife.
I do. We cook every day. Totally enjoy it. And as part of my schooling actually was culinary too. So.
Oh yeah, so you have a little bit of the book learning
That's
and
right.
the kitchen experience for sure.
There's some vodka. We got Kettle One today from Holland.
Vodka in the crab dip.
That's right.
Okay. How much?
It's a crab martini.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so.
Why don't you pour until I tell you? How about that?
Okay, let's do it.
That's good.
Okay. So this is kind of like a drink that is an appetizer.
It is.
Appetizer that
It's
is a
really
drink.
an appetizer, but with some vodka in it. Keep along the things, martini, right? So you're doing a great job stirring, because you do want to stir very, very softly,
Right.
because you don't want to break up that crab.
Right. I instinctively knew that, because you certainly don't want to break this beautiful crab up.
That's correct. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to, what you want to do is chill this either overnight or if you're in a rush or you don't get it till that day, at least 3 to 4 hours in the fridge.
3 to 4 hours. Okay, gotcha.
But
So this is done?
We did ours overnight,
Very nice.
so we're good to go here.
We can't wait to try that. This is done, and we're going to chill this. You've got a finished product here.
That's right.
And then I think it's really interesting, the next segment, we're going to talk about something that people might not know how to put together.
Exactly, a cheese platter. And what to pair with that cheese platter.
Very nice. That'll come up in our next segment. Josh, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Jeremy's now sitting on the couch. Back in the kitchen with food and beverage director of City Dock Restaurant, Joshua Haw. In the first segment, we made our crab seafood martini, or crab-tini. It's over there in the corner, and you serve it chilled, right?
That's right.
And really not for the kids, probably for the young at heart.
It is. It
As
does have
opposed to young.
it does have vodka in it, and
Yeah.
we didn't cook it or anything. So
There it is. So ready chilled. And our second dish is a cheese plate. When basically talking about basics for making a cheese plate as well as wine pairings.
Exactly, and this again is something you can do in advance. Do it the morning of if you're having people over that evening. Wrap it tight, put it in the fridge,
Okay.
and you always want to take it out about a half hour beforehand.
Okay.
Let the cheeses come to room temperature, because that really it releases the aromas and makes it really, you can enjoy the cheese and the flavors a lot better that way. So.
Good tips. But as far as picking the right cheeses, what complements what? And then as far as wine pairings?
Sure, you always want some
works.
diversity on your plate. So what I selected today were 4 different cheeses. Typically when you make a cheese platter for your guests or for an event, stick to 3 or 4 cheeses maximum. You don't want to overload them. And today I selected a Vermont white cheddar.
That's this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smoked Gouda.
Those are nice.
A Brie and a Munster. So the way I looked at this cheese platter is, okay, let's design it around the texture of the cheese. So here the Brie it's a soft cheese, and then we go to the Munster, which is a semi-soft. Then we go to the smoked Gouda, which is a firm cheese, and then we go to the sharp cheddar,
right.
which is a hard cheese.
Yeah, and so if people kind of eat around the plate, they'll kind of get a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
Oh, very
and there's
nice.
some very distinct flavors here with these 4 cheeses.
You've made your plate right here, but then you're going to show us how to make it pretty, because people eat with their eyes.
Exactly.
And if they love cheese, they'd like to see it arranged in a pretty way.
You want it appealing visually and tastefully. So today, typically you always want to cut cheeses in different manners on your plate. So the cheddar I cut in squares. And feel free to start putting this plate together if you like. I'd like to see your creativity, too.
Oh, no. See? I didn't think that's what was going to happen. Okay, tell me what cheese this is.
That's the Munster. I like to usually bâtonnet or rectangular the Munster. And what I do with the Munster is I actually stack it on top of each other, as you can see here. Munster, being a semi-soft cheese, can stick together. So I like to make it easy for the guests to pull apart.
Okay, so hold on. You want me to redo this? Okay.
So and you can always have your kids help you too, because it's almost like building blocks.
Yeah, no, this is really, really nice.
Okay. The smoked Gouda, what I like to do is cut it right down, so you get a disc, and then I cut it in 4, so you end up with a nice triangle shape there.
Okay. Well, you work on the wine pairings and talk about that while I try and make this pretty.
And then, of course, the Brie, I just wedge it naturally. It comes in a wheel, right? Easy to do.
And then people then eat it by like a spoon?
Yeah, just a little cheese knife is perfect. Okay. You want to leave it natural like that. It's the easiest way to serve it.
Okay.
The wines I did select today were a champagne, which actually goes with all the cheeses on the plate. It works so well.
Nice.
And this is
Versatile.
the Jean-Louis Charles Dufour sparkling, or it's a champagne from France. Very reasonable. Find this in the store. This is a $12 bottle of champagne. So it's a great value. It's good for entertaining. You know, save that $50, $60 bottle when your guests are gone. Enjoy it with your spouse.
I like the way you think. I really like that.
but still serve a great quality product that people will recognize and truly enjoy.
That's true, and they'll recognize the effort and the money that you put into putting it together. Okay, last 2 quickly.
Sure. The Church Creek Chardonnay from Chatham. This is going to go so well with the Munster and the cheddar. And then I selected the Williamsburg Winery, their Trianon, which is a Cabernet Franc. And yes, red goes well with the Brie, cheddar, and the smoked Gouda.
Very, very good. Okay, not as pretty as yours, but a little different.
But then of course we brought nuts. Always feel free to add nuts to the plate, and then berries. Key components to a cheese platter, allows people to snack at the same time, and it looks great. And you can always go to the old staple of having grapes on there too.
Josh, this is fantastic. We're going to talk more about drink pairings with our dishes. We'll do that in our last cooking segment.
That's right.
Thanks very much.
Sure.
Back in the kitchen with Joshua Hall from City Dock Restaurant. Our crab seafood martini done. Our cheese plate is done. Is that mine or is that yours?
That's mine.
Where's mine? Put it like in the back.
We're having a party today.
And now we have one more drink, actually 2 more drinks to do.
True.
So this is like a traditional martini.
That's right. So you can either do vodka or gin in your martini.
Really?
That's right.
Vodka or gin?
Originally, the original traditional martini was actually
With the gin. Yeah.
But nowadays, people really prefer vodka.
Gin's got the, anyway.
It's definitely hotter on the market, so of course put it in there over some ice. You always want to put your ice in first and always pour the liquors over them.
Gotcha.
And then of course, dry vermouth. I did 3 parts vodka, 1 part dry vermouth. And if you want to give that a shake, chill it down.
Okay, you said secure, right? Otherwise it'll
come
back up on me.
That's right. Nothing wrong with bringing back the nostalgia, do something traditional.
Right.
The next drink we're going to do is definitely more contemporary.
Right.
Perfect.
And definitely would go with the crab-tini to have a traditional martini.
Right. Go ahead and pop the top on that. And we're going to serve it up today. You can also serve it on the rocks. And then, of course, with your choice of garnish. Personally, I like to do olive and onion. but we'll go a little more traditional.
Right.
Put a couple olives in there.
And you were going to do something special, too, with the olives as well. Or
That's
you
right.
could at home.
One option is actually to buy crumbled blue cheese. Go ahead and take the pimento out and stuff it yourself, and you got a blue cheese stuffed olive. It's so easy to do, and it's another thing that
Yeah.
actually blows your guests away. They're
Yeah.
like, wow.
Like, look what you've done for
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
And then, wait, what is this?
Those are cocktail onions.
Oh. And you wouldn't use that with the martini?
No,
Or
you would.
could?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a great garnish.
Stephanie Cook, my executive producer, is wondering I didn't know what that was. Okay, so that drink aside, you have a special drink as well that
That's
you wanted
right.
to show us how to make.
Our new drink at the City Docks called Prima Ballerina. We've got Bacardi rum.
Okay.
And of course, this recipe you can also find on HamptonRoadshow.com. The breakdown of it. We have Amaretto di Serrano.
Ooh.
Here, give that Amaretto a smell.
Okay.
I think you're going to like that.
Very sweet smell, right?
Creme de coca.
Oh, that
chocolate
smells
fave.
really good. Now, how did you come up with the makings of this drink?
I was just playing around with it one day, and it's really just a
Oh, wow.
grenadine, just cherry syrup,
I'm a little
a
surprised
little
by
bit
that.
of evaporated milk. Not
Oh,
something
my.
you typically find in a cocktail,
The
right?
audience is wondering, too. They're
And a little
wondering,
bit of caramel.
What? You said the prima ballerina. Okay.
That's right.
All good.
My wife named it after we watched the movie Black Swan. She's like, call it the Prima Ballerina.
Shake.
Give it a good shake.
I know, folks wondering how this will taste. And of course, if you do want to find out, you can go to City Dock Restaurant.
That's right.
Many opportunities to do so, especially lots of big events coming up over the next
We
few
do. We
weeks.
have Easter coming up in a month already, so
Can you believe that? But then right after that is
we're
Mother's
getting
Day.
ready for that. Our grand buffet. We do a fabulous buffet on Easter.
Okay.
Just throw
Very
that
good.
in there with the ice, and I like it with a chocolate swizzle.
Oh, very nice.
Definitely
nice
a
touch.
ladies' cocktail.
A little bit pink, that's right. All right, well, all the details and on the drinks and the dips and things that we've made will be online at thehamptonroadshow.com,
That's right.
and we'll taste test some of these items before the end of the show. Josh, thanks
Sounds
very
good.
much.
You're welcome.